The nation's 45th president strode onto a Warren County stage to cheer so loud he equated them to the din of an Ohio State football game. For hours, thousands stood and waited and anticipated, and he delivered red meat to his politically ravenous base.
After years of rebuilding foreign nations, we are finally rebuilding our nation, which is what we want.
This crowd lapped up every Trumpian declaration, such as Republicans believe in the rule of law, Democrats in the rule of the mob. He was greeted at Lunken Airport by incumbent Congressman Steve Chabot, among others. Chabot's in a competitive re-election race. And at the Fairgrounds rally in his district, Chabot threw blessings towards the county, the crowd, the president. So many, he went with some improv.
And I never knew I'd say this, but God bless Kanye West.
It was a showstopper kind of star-spangled night with high midterm stakes in the air. Outside the grounds, folks had lined up 10, 15, and 20 hours in advance to snag front and center status. From way down in Florida to high up in Michigan, they came to show their support and revel in their guys' cadence.
If Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats take control, they will try to raise your taxes, impose socialism on this country.
Before Trump took the stage, staffers tossed caps into the crowd, and Terry Francis of Morrow caught one. As the lively and animated throng headed for the rest of an American autumn weekend, I asked him to sum up Trump's appeal.
I like his attitude.
And we heard similar from others who say they like the way he puts things. One woman from West Virginia coal country says he doesn't talk down to us. Taking note of record low joblessness among African Americans, he asked them from the stage here tonight to ditch Democrats and start riding the Trump train. Live in Warren County, John London, WLWT News 5.
All right, John, thank you. Seating inside the venue, as you can see, very limited. And so hundreds of supporters and some protesters gathered outside to make their voices heard. WLWT News 5's Curtis Fuller continues our team coverage tonight with that part of the story. Curtis?
Well, hi there, Cherie. You know, those who came out with an alternative view clearly outnumbered by the Trump supporters, but they were just as optimistic and just as eager to get their point across, especially with the November elections just a few weeks away.
Horde that was music to the ears of his followers. But not everyone was singing the Trump tune outside the Warren County Fairgrounds.
We wanted to have an alternative message to send to the public and rally our people, because our people are really fired up.
But they know just being fired up is not enough. It will take votes to defeat the citizens who support the president in November. This is Trump country. The president carried Warren County by 65% of the vote in 2016.
I'm hoping as they drive by, they see us, and it stirs up inside them a spirit of good in their conscience, something that will bring them out to vote.
Look, we need to look at our healthcare system. It's falling apart. You are doing nothing to improve it.
And some on the outside who did not get into the fairgrounds and support the president just wanted to be here. They said it was a part of history.
I think he still has a great following here in Warren County. I think he's doing great things for the smaller businesses in the small towns.
I like him, I always have. So it's politics. That's basically all it is.
Well, just politics, you know, when you have a clash of political ideas, sometimes there might be a few problems, but no major concerns out here. The police had to be called in to handle just a few minor disputes. Reporting live, I'm Curtis Fuller, WLWT News 5.
Curtis, thank you.